Hello, my name is Melissa Teitelbaum. I use the pronouns she and her. I'm doing my Bachelor's of Social Work at Ryerson University, and I'm currently a placement student for a safer space. Today, I'm going to be talking about skills that can be used to manage stress. So stress is a feeling in general of being tense, overwhelmed, worn out, or exhausted. There are different levels of stress with symptoms ranging from mild to severe. And while a small amount can be seen by some as motivating, too much can make it difficult to do any kind of task. And symptoms can be physical, emotional, or behavioral. So there are two major categories of stress. The first is acute stress. This is brief but intense, caused by short-term stressors such as giving a speech or studying for an exam. Its physical symptoms include headaches, sweating, nausea, indigestion, and fatigue. Emotional symptoms include worry, irritability, anger, difficulty concentrating, and mood instability. And behavioral symptoms are nail biting, restlessness, teeth grinding, social withdrawal, procrastination, and many others. Then there is chronic stress, which is long lasting, has symptoms that may not be as severe in the moment, but more severe in the long term, and is caused by long-term stressors such as a difficult job or financial difficulties. Some of its physical symptoms include sleep disorders, weakened immune system, poor diet, and bad exercise habits. Emotional symptoms include anxiety disorders, and behavioral symptoms are depression, memory impairment, substance abuse, and many others. So one way in which stress is treated is through relaxation techniques. So relaxation techniques trigger a relaxation response from the body, which counters its stress response. The benefits are not only immediate, but continue to be felt long after exercises are complete. It works best when done regularly and not just when stress is at its peak. So how it works is stressors can lead to the body feeling as if it's in danger and exhibiting a fight or flight response with symptoms such as increased heart rate, sweating, shallow breathing, shaking, and tensed muscles. And the goal here is to trigger a relaxation response to counteract symptoms of the flight or flight response. So it should be noted also that different relaxation skills will be better fits for specific situations. So for example, deep breathing may be helpful in preventing episodes of high stress from occurring in the first place, but it might not be the right tool to use once an episode is already underway. So one example of a relaxation technique is deep breathing. So it is versatile and easy to use. It can be used discreetly in various situations. And a symptom of the flight or flight response is rapid and shallow breathing. So by deliberately taking slow and deep breaths, you can reverse these symptoms and trigger a relaxation response. So feelings of relaxation come from taking in more oxygen, achieving a slower heart rate and lower blood pressure, and also works by distracting from negative emotions. So step-by-step guide to using deep breathing. So first, you should sit in a comfortable position. If you want, you can close your eyes. You can also place a hand on your abdomen in order to feel it rise and fall with each breath. Number two, breathe in slowly through your nose for about 4 seconds. Number three, hold the air in your lungs also for about 4 seconds. Number four, exhale through your mouth for about 6 seconds. And number five, repeat this cycle for at least 2 minutes or for up to 10 if you'd like. Just a reminder, this can be practiced during the fight or flight response. It may or may not work depending on the severity of the response, but it should also be practiced during periods of relaxation since its positive effects can also help reduce stress symptoms long term. Okay, another way to counteract stress is through time management skills. A lot of stress is caused by feeling as though one has way too many responsibilities to fit into an already busy schedule. And time management skills can make the burden feel more surmountable and reduce stress symptoms with the added bonus that the things you need to do are more likely to get done. So here are some time management tips. First, you can make a to-do list. This will take away the stress of feeling as though you are forgetting something, as well as lightening your mental burden by not having to keep everything inside of your memory. Next, you can prioritize tasks. So categorize what you need to do from most to least important, as well as from the quickest to most time-consuming tasks. So doing the quickest tasks first can reduce stress by quickly getting more than one thing out of the way. Next, you can break large tasks into smaller pieces. This will make it easier to get started. When you're faced with a large task like writing a paper, it can be overwhelming to know where to start when looking at the whole thing as one big whole. If you reduce this project into smaller pieces, such as doing research, then preparing an outline, then writing an introduction paragraph, etc., it becomes much easier to know where to start and then eventually reach the finish line. Next, you can try limiting distractions. So think about how much time you're spending on things that distract you from getting what you need to do done. Think about what these things are, then narrow down which of them you enjoy doing the most and carve out scheduled time to do them. Next is to get away from your distractions or remove them if you find that you cannot limit them. So if you're still too tempted by certain distractions, it can help to create clear boundaries, such as shutting off your phone when you are working or doing your work in a place where these distractions do not exist, such as going to a coffee shop to avoid the television. Next, you can give yourself time between tasks. So make sure in advance that there is a buffer time between certain responsibilities you need to get to. And this will help to alleviate any stress caused by not having enough time to get from one place to another. And finally, you need to try to let yourself be less than perfect, because getting caught up in making sure every task is done to perfection will not allow time for every single thing to get done, which may only lead to more stress. So finding a way to accept that not everything can be perfect is a great way forward. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening and hope to see you again next time.